Hi, I'm Paula, and welcome to Sew Journey. Today, I'm going to demonstrate how to thread a sewing machine. There may be slight differences with your sewing machine, but the basic premise is going to be about the same for each sewing machine. You'll want to refer to your owner's manual. And let me flip this camera around. Okay, and I'm gonna do this, try to do this with one hand. So we want to make sure most sewing machines come usually with two thread holders. You want to make sure that you won't use a holder that's just bigger than your spool of thread. You don't want it to be smaller. See, that's too small, so we're going to use the bigger one. Okay, now as you can see, we have it. I'm going to walk through this with my finger to point out because it's, and then I'll have to set the camera down to do it. So we're going to go through here and bring the thread down this way. It's going to come up through here. You want to make sure that you turn the wheel. Okay, first of all, you want to make sure that your foot is raised because that will release the tension in all of this so that your thread will move easily. You want to make sure that you turn the wheel so that this is up in its highest position. Okay? And then after it goes up through there, so we're going to start here. We're going to go around, bring the thread down, hook it up under there, bring it up, hook it up this way, and back down again, and then hook it back around there, and then thread it through the needle. Okay. I am going to turn the camera around here, and hopefully you're going to be able to see that a little better. So now I'm going to actually do it. So I use both hands and bring it up under, then I'm going to bring it down, hook it around, bring it up like so, then back down again, and it's just going to hook around there. And at this point, you can put the thread through the needle. If you don't have a thread, a needle threader on your machine, then it just takes some practice to get it through. I always like to lower my foot so I have room to work. Raise your foot up, bring it back, and that's that part. Now, we're going to thread our bobbin. The bobbin thread needs to be wrapped this way. You don't want it the thread wrapping over. You don't want the thread to go this way. You want it underneath. So, like so. That's how you want it. Okay? So, now we're going to place it in here, and there's a groove right there. We're going to bring the thread up, let it catch on that groove, pull, and now it has moved its way into this section here. Okay, now try to see if you can see that. We're going to lift this up. Okay. Going to lift this up and have it go back down. Okay. Now it's seated in place. Then I've got my hand on the top thread again. I'm going to turn the wheel of the sewing machine towards me as I move that needle down and back up so that it catches the thread underneath. Then I'm going to pull that thread up and voila, we have 2 pieces of thread, and there we go. Now, you don't want to tail this long. You don't want your tail too long, but about like that. Okay? Now, if you have an automatic needle threader on your machine, I'm going to show you how to use that now. So what you do is you bring it over underneath this little hook. You're going to pull this down to where it's right there. Then we need to lower the presser foot. Okay? Pull this down. Then as this hugs the needle, now I'm going to take this thread and I'm going to bring it up between these two. There's like an opening here, and I'm going to bring it up. Let's try this again. Over there, and then you want to let go of your right hand and your left hand at the same time to give it a chance to pull the thread through. And it just pulled it right through. No, it didn't. Let me try that again. Okay, there we go. It pulled it through, and you see that there's a loop on the back, and we just pull that loop, and now we have a threaded needle. And now we're ready to start sewing on our test fabric to make sure that we've got all the settings correct with our tensions and stitch length and stitch width and all of that. So check out my next video. Thanks.